velvety broccoli cheese soup. So we're making broccoli cheese soup. It's going to be creamy and cheesy. It's really just delicious, super easy to put together. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to soak cashews. Got my blending cup here. I'm going to throw in a cup of cashews. And I'm going to measure out a cup of boiling water. We're just going to let this soak until the soup is almost done. I've got my pan here. I'm going to start heating that up because we are going to saute some onions. I really apologize if you can hear that dog. We have a neighbor whose dog just has separation anxiety. There's really nothing I can do about it, so we're going to move on. The base of the soup is potatoes, carrots, and cashews. We're going to get those cut now. We're going to use about a total of 3 cups of potatoes and carrots. I just want to bring a little bit of flavor out in the onions, cook them through just a bit. They don't have to be completely cooked because they're going to continue to cook as we add more ingredients. So our onions are cooked enough. I'm going to go ahead and throw in our seasonings just to get those toasted. I'm using paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of dill, and some salt. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of pepper. This dish is really lovely with some pepper. For the liquids, we're using a mixture of water and broth that I made myself. So it's about 4.5 cups total. That's about 3 cups, give or take. Maybe a little bit more, that's okay. Honestly, it's better for it to be a little bit too thick, then I can add more liquid if I need to. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in the carrots and potatoes. They're going to cook about 8 minutes, and at that time I will add in my broccoli. So this recipe takes about 2 heads of broccoli or about 4 cups. So I'm going to get those chopped. I don't want my pieces to be too big. Again, we're looking for about 4 cups here. We're going to stop right there. Okay, so the potatoes and carrots have cooked for 8 minutes. I'm going to put in the broccoli now. And I'm just going to add a smidge more water. Potatoes definitely fork tender. Carrots are good. Everything is cooked enough. I'm just going to add a few things and then we are going to puree it. About half a tablespoon, that might have been a little bit more. I like to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I like to add a tablespoon of miso paste. If you guys aren't using miso paste, I recommend you start using it right away. It is great in so many sauces and soups and dishes. It just really gives that bite that we're looking for. I'm going to put in 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. You can use more if you really like nutritional yeast. I'm going to use this handy dandy guy, and we are going to blend this sucker up. So how much you blend your soup is really up to you. And if you like bigger broccoli chunks, you could definitely cook your broccoli separately from the potatoes and carrots. But the reason I do it together is because when you cook the broccoli in with the potatoes and carrots, the soup actually gets more of a broccoli flavor, which, you know, I really want that broccoli flavor in my soup. So this is what we're looking at. I've kept mine with some chunks in there still. You could blend this as much as you want. You can make it completely creamy. Remember the cashews that we soaked in hot water in the beginning? I'm going to go blend those really quick. I'm not adding anything to it. It's 1 cup cashews, 1 cup hot water, and I'm going to blend that. Be right back. So I really like a 1-to-1 ratio for my cashew cream. This is what it ends up looking like. Can you see that? This is going to give us that creamy, fatty mouthfeel that is so enjoyable. You can see that now it's kind of a light green color. I do like to add just a little bit of lemon at the end. Ooh, this is a juicy one. And a lot of seeds in this guy. So you could stop right there and you could eat this and it would be very delicious. And when I tested this recipe, this is how I did it. But today I want to just take it a little step further. This may not be for those whole food plant-based people, but if you're vegan, you may not care. I'm going to add a package of Violife cheddar shreds. That's what they're called. I like Violife. I feel like it melts really well. So I'm going to pour this in. We're just going to get this a little extra cheesy. Trust me when I tell you, it's delicious without this. It really is. It's just wonderful, even without this additional cheese. So if you don't want to use it, don't worry about it. And we're just going to let that melt in there. Tastes like broccoli. Has a tiny bit of the bite from the lemon and the apple cider vinegar. Most of that cheese has already melted in here. Let's give this let's plate this up and give it a taste. Got some gluten-free croutons that I made, so I'm going to add them in. You know, I love putting toppings on my food. Love it. Makes me so happy. That looks pretty, right? I have to say that I like the flavor better with the Violife cheese in it. Well, I made this just a couple days ago. The recipe is really good without the cheese. But with the Violife cheese, it really just kicks it up that final notch. I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to add some Tabasco sriracha because, you know, I cannot find the real good stuff. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you make this broccoli cheese soup. I'm telling you, it's really, really good. It's super easy to make. The flavor is really awesome. I love it so much. I cannot wait to go eat this. If you've enjoyed this content, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Every interaction you have with my channel helps boost my channel to new viewers. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.